1 eye, 2 eyes, and 3 eyes. Once upon a time, in a little cottage on the edge of a bustling village, there lived 3 sisters. One had 1 eye in the middle of her forehead, another had 2 eyes like ordinary folk, and the third had 3 eyes, with 1 hidden in her messy bangs. Now, you'd think their differences would make them special, but no, their mother and the 2 odd-eyed sisters despised 2 eyes for being too normal. They dressed her in rags, fed her only scraps, and made her work like a donkey. One day, after being sent to the fields on an empty stomach, 2 eyes sat under an old oak tree and sobbed. Suddenly, a kind old woman appeared. "Why are you crying, child?" she asked. "Because I'm always hungry and mistreated," 2 eyes sniffled. The woman smiled and whispered, "Say this, little goat, so sweet and true, lay a feast for me to view." 2 eyes tried it, and poof, a tiny golden goat pranced up and whoosh, a table full of delicious food appeared. Juicy apples, warm bread, and a bubbling pot of stew. She gobbled it up and clapped her hands. "But what if my sisters find out?" she worried. "Simply say, little goat, so sweet and small, make my feast vanish, take it all." Sure enough, the table disappeared. From that day on, 2 eyes was never hungry. Of course, her sisters noticed she wasn't miserable anymore. They spied on her, and the sneaky 3 eyes finally caught her speaking to the magical goat. Furious, their mother stole the goat and cooked it for dinner. 2 eyes cried again under the old oak, and the wise woman returned. "Fear not, dig where the goat stood." So she did, and thump! Her fingers hit something golden. Out sprang a marvelous tree, its branches glittering with silver leaves and golden apples. Her sisters tried to pick the apples, but the branches whipped away. Only 2 eyes could reach them. News of the magic tree spread, and soon a handsome young knight came riding by. "Whoever can fetch me a golden apple may have a wish granted." 1 eye and 3 eyes jumped and screeched, but the apples dodged their grasp. 2 eyes plucked a perfect golden apple and offered it shyly. The knight smiled. "You are kind and gentle. Will you come live in my castle?" 2 eyes nodded eagerly, and soon she was living in luxury, wearing silks and eating grand feasts every day. As for her sisters, they sulked at home, left with nothing but their jealousy. And so, 2 eyes lived happily ever after, proving that kindness and a little magic can turn even the worst luck into a golden future. Thank you for reading the story with me. Please subscribe Olivia's Storybook Corner for more fantastic stories. Bye-bye.